Good evening everyone. Hi students. Hi everyone. How are you? I hope that you are doing great. कैसा चल रहा है सब कुछ? How's life everyone? Do write in the comment section below. I read a lot of your comments in a previous class and definitely I will be taking all the feedbacks. Thank you so much for taking some time out, and yeah, thank you for supporting us. Here we are trying to do something amazing for all of you who are in 9th class, and maybe if you're doing a revision also for NTSC, these sessions are very, very beneficial for you also. Okay, so we started with the diversity in the living organism. In a first class, we just had a basic classification. We studied about the kingdom Monera, Protista, and the fungi. In the last class, we studied about the plants, and today we are beginning the animal kingdom. Today we will try to complete all the first part of it, non-chordates. In the next class, we'll be doing the chordates. So let's start our class everyone, and here we have the animal kingdom. Now as we know everyone that animal kingdom, if you talk about it, it's very interesting, right? But so do our channel is, right? So don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe everyone. And if you haven't subscribed to the Telegram group, do it. Join the Telegram group because you'll get all the amazing updates there. Now let's start about the animal kingdom. Now when we talk about animal kingdom everyone, we know that animal kingdom is huge. How many species are there everyone? Can you see? It has approximately 1.2 million species are there. Lot of animal species are there. And there are different variations, different types on based on which we can actually differentiate the animal kingdom. Let's see what are those. First, is their habitat? Where are they living? Level of the organization, how the body is being organized. Body plan, symmetry, body cavity, germ layer, etc. We will be studying all of these in detail. So if I want to segregate or classify an animal, I will be doing based on these particular conditions. Okay? Are you clear up to here everyone? Chalo, we'll move ahead and we'll see. Okay? Now, every kingdom has its special features, and so do our animal kingdom. Let's see what we have. Okay? So basically, they are always multicellular. They are always multicellular. We know that they are multicellular, right? They lack cell wall. They have the plasma membrane. We have studied in class 9th cell chapter that plant cells have cell wall, bacteria have cell wall, fungi have cell walls, but animals lack cell wall. They have the plasma membrane. It's easy to remember. They have the skeletal support. Majority of the animals which are in the animal kingdom have a skeletal support. We have, right? We have an outer structure. We have a framework which actually give us a proper structure. So yes, they have the skeletal support. They exhibit level of organization. Very easy, right? From the cell, they'll form the tissues. From tissues, organ will be formed, and from organs, organ system. So there's a level of organization. Slowly, cells are coming. Then of course tissues will come. Then an organ will come, and then whole organism is coming. Okay? So this is a very important characteristic features of the animal. Now, let's talk about the reproduction. Over here, the reproduction can be by both means. A sexual mode and the sexual mode of reproduction, which is very easy to understand. Last but not the least, they are movable. They can easily move. This is a very, very interesting characteristic features of our animal kingdom is that they have the power to move. They have the locomotion, and of course, they possess nervous system, digestive system, respiratory system, and so on. As we start from the first phylum, you'll see that there is a lot of difference. Slowly things will be arising from the first phylum, and as we are moving ahead, we'll see a variety of things, a diversity of the things getting inside the different organisms. That would be great for us to see. Okay, now let's move ahead and see over here. Very important everyone. Super important. Animals basically, okay, we can actually divide them into, or the classification can be studied into 3 different forms. As they have mentioned, the classification can be based on the different levels, okay, and the difference in the body type, how the body is of, okay. Based on that, we can divide the animal kingdom. There are three important things: germ layer, body cavity, and body symmetry. What we have? Germ layer, body cavity, and the body symmetry. We'll be studying over here. Let's start with this. See, now what is germ layer, everyone? Germ layer is basically when we are a very small egg, okay? When we start dividing, basically, what happens? Slowly there will be formation of the layer around us. The cells are dividing, okay? The cells are dividing, and of course from here only lot of organs will also occur. So these cells basically could be of two different layers: one layer, two layer, or of course the three layer. Majority of the animals, the higher animals, are the triploblastic, means they have how many layers, everyone? 1, 2 and 3. Clear? And each of these layers will give rise to some organ, okay, some of the other organ. Okay, they will be helping in development of the organs. So in the layers we can understand there are two different types. Diploblastic means 2 layer, triploblastic means 3 layer. Clear, everyone? Now let's see the different layer names. Can you see this is diploblastic? There are 3 layers different of it. What we call ectoderm, ectoderm, ectoantoderm. This is ectoderm. This is endo भी बोल सकते हैं. You can call it as an endo also. Okay, you can call the endoderm. And the last, the middle one is called as the mesoderm. So ecto is the outside. Everyone remember, ecto is the outside. The most outer layer is called as the ecto. Endo, the inner layer. Clear? And of course the meso, as the name suggests, it will be what? It will be middle. Clear, everyone? So now the organisms can be diploblastic, means they have only 2 layers, and they could be 3 layers of organism which are called as triploblastic. They'll have 3 layers. Based on that, we can divide the animals. Germ layer, everyone. What is it called? It's called as the germ layer. Now if you read over here, see, germ layer are the primary layers of cells that are formed during the embryo development. When we are growing from an egg, small egg zygote, when we are growing, it is over there. All the organs and the tissues comes from there. All the organs that we have in our body, all the tissues will be coming from here only. Slowly, these cells will start dividing, everyone, and they will form the different types of organs. Clear? Based on that, there are diploblastic and triploblastic. Okay? Clear, everyone? Hit the like button, and if you have any concern, any doubts, write in the comment section below. Moving on, after that, we have the body cavity. Again, very important. What means body cavity? Means a coelom, which means basically cavity is a hollow space in which the organs will be fitted. So see over here, everyone. Can you see? See, this is the organ. If you see the internal structure, the body is divided over here like this. You'll able to see different layers. Okay, and inside these layer, of course, some organs will be present. See over here, there is a digestive tract is arising from the endoderm, that means inner layer. Red one, body covering, okay, tissue filled is the red one, and of course the grey one is the body covering. So what happens over here? Cavity means a hollow space, okay, and on this particular hollow space, what will happen? The organs will grow in. That's why It's called as body cavity, and it's a very, very important characteristic features of the animals. We are coelomate, means we have body cavity. We are hollow space, right? And of course, inside us, when we see all the organs, if you took all the organs out, it's a hollow space. Yes, so we are the coelomates. Okay, we have true body cavity. We actually have a true body space, or a true empty space, or a true coelom inside our body. That's why we are called as coelomate. Majority of the animals of the animal kingdom are what? They are coelomate, everyone. Clear? Everyone, come on, come on. I know sometimes it gets boring. Please, please, please don't lose your attention. Stay with us. Okay, coelomate. Second is called the pseudo-coelomate. Now what happens pseudo? Pseudo means they're trying to make us fool. It's a false cavity. It's a false cavity. It should have organs. We have studied that it should have what? Organs. But what it has? It has fluid. So it is trying to make us fool. But yeah, we are very smart. We will not be fooled, right? So we will call them as the pseudo-coelomate. Last one is the acoelomate, means body cavity is completely absent. There is no place, there is no hollow space inside the body of the animals, and they are acoelomate. Okay, let's just revise it once. Coeloms is nothing but the empty space of the cavity. It is of three different types: coelomate, which have the true body cavity; pseudo-coelomate, which have false cavity, which is filled with what? Which basically it's filled with fluid. And in the end, we have acoelomate, which is nothing but the body cavity is completely absent. Okay, everyone? Moving on to the interesting thing, the body symmetry. Now, if I ask you, if I cut this particular picture of a dog, okay, into two halves, each of the halves will have equal features. One eye, one ear, like same amount of nose size, two legs, etc. Right? This type of symmetry is called as what? Bilateral symmetry. Now, if it's very common to know that what is symmetry? Basically, it's a body design. Okay, the positioning of the organs in the body, how they are distributed inside the body, balanced arrangement of the body parts, shapes around the central point of the axis. Okay, in symmetry there are two major types of symmetry that we will be studying. One is radial symmetry and the other one is the bilateral symmetry. Now, bilateral symmetry, what will happen? It will be cutting, giving us the equal halves. Okay, if this is a partition, if this is our central axis, if we cut ourselves up, we will see that we have one eye, one ear, same amount of the head part will be distributed. One arm, one leg, like this. The physical features, the physical body can be divided into two equal halves. That is bilateral symmetry. Now, what happens in the radial symmetry, everyone? See over here. Now, radial symmetry means that we can cut from any of the axes. The blue arrows are the axis. The starfish will be completely intact. It will be completely intact. They will be always will give us the equal halves. Even if you cut from here, it will have equal halves. Okay, that condition is called as the radial symmetry. Okay, wherever you cut, we will always will get a equal halves. Clear? So in symmetry we have two, radial and the bilateral symmetry. Clear, everyone? Chalo, moving on to the kingdom. Now we will be studying about the kingdoms. These all are phylums: Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and the Chordata. Today in this class we will be completing up to the Echinodermata from the Porifera. In the next class we'll have the Chordata. Clear? Okay, so let's start the learning process now, everyone. Here now. So we'll be, you can take the notes. You'll be getting a PDF, so don't worry about that. So, Phylum Porifera is basically exclusively found in the aquatic water. That means it is found in the deep ocean. The body looks like a vase or sac-like or branch. Maybe the body is basically like this. It's a vase-like structure. Okay? They have minimal differentiation. Of course, the cells and the tissues are completely not differentiated. They don't have their own purposes. They don't have any organs. They don't have a proper body design. Okay? And of course, there's no labor division. Cells are there, but they are not formed the tissues. Tissues are not over there. Okay? There's no proper division of the tissues also. They are acelomate, means they don't have basically a space in which the organs can fit in. They have pores. Are very important features of these is that they have pores on their body, everyone. They have pores on their body, basically through which what happens? Water can come out and move inside out. Okay, the water can move inside out. They form the canal system. Okay, the moment the water is coming and going inside the body, it will carry the nutrition and discard the waste material. Okay, so they have small pores which act like the excretory system and the digestive system also all together. Now the body is covered with the hard skeleton. On their body they have a hard skeleton, spicules. We call them as spicules, which are like these. Some spine-like structures they have. We call them as spicules, and they are made up of calcium carbonate silica. Okay, and the sporangine fiber. Very, very stiff they are. Calcium carbonate. We have seen the shell. We have seen the coral leaf. They are all made up of the calcium carbonate compositions. So yes, they all are made up of the calcium carbonate. They are very stiff in nature. Okay, they are usually found at the base of the ocean. Clear? And of course, they have the very hard skeleton. Clear? So these are the again important things of it. Very, very common examples of the porifera is the cycon. Remember this, everyone. See this beautiful structure. Can you see? Cycon. Okay. And then we have other, which is spongula. Clear? So we have cycon and then we have the spongula. Remember this, everyone. Very important. Okay. Now let's move to the next phylum. Next phylum is of the jellyfish, which is the phylum of Coelenterata. Now what is the Coelenterata? They of course are the marine animals. Okay. Their body are radial symmetry. They don't have a bilateral symmetry. They have a radial symmetry. Tissue level of organization here, the cells somehow have made up my mind and they are coming together to form a tissues. Now tissues are there, but organs are not present over here. Body is like a tube. Okay, the body design is more like a tube, like a hydra over here. Okay, we have the jellyfish, which is a very important member of the Coelenterata, and of course they usually have a single opening. Okay, from here the food will come, and from here only the waste material will come. They have a single opening through which the food and the waste material will get exchanged in the water. Okay, they have tentacles. Okay, they use the tentacles for the protection as well as for the locomotion also. Clear? You must have seen jellyfish, right? You must have seen a lot of gifs of it, a lot of videos of it. It travels like this. So basically tentacles shrink themselves and again push like a rocket. With that, it has some force, okay, and it moves ahead. So this is how the jellyfishes use the tentacles for their protection and of course sometimes for the locomotion also. And special thing about the jellyfish and of course the members of the coelentrates is that they have basically stinging cells which are called as the nidoblast. Okay, these cells are present inside their body which helps in the protection. If we are touching these animals, they will release those cells and we might feel some pain. Clear? So this is very, very important, not to touch animals. Why you want to disturb any animals? We don't feel good if someone disturbs us, right? So we should not disturb the animals also. So this is about the Coelenterata, everyone. We have Hydra, sea anemone, and of course the jellyfish. Very, very common and very famous examples of the coelenterata. Okay, take a breathe, I know. Let's see the next phylum, everyone. Now this phylum is all about the Platyhelminthes. It's all about the Platyhelminthes. Platy means flat, okay? This has lot of flat worms. Can you see over here? Tapeworm. See, planarias over here. Liver fluid. They are very flat, and the tapeworm. They are very flat like structure. Again, they are the animals which are triploblastic. Now from here, the triploblastic nature will be starting. Clear? They are usually free living sometime, and they are parasites. Majority are free living, but few of them are the parasite. And the parasite usually live inside the body of the host. Okay, so they exhibit the bilateral symmetry. Very easy for us to understand. Okay, if over here we have a liver fluid, if I cut it over here like this, I can actually see it is dividing into the equal halves. That is bilateral symmetry. Next, their body is unsegmented and they are acoelomate. Again, they are acoelomate means they don't have a proper body cavity for the organs. See over here, everyone. See, they are very fat-like structure, very flat. They don't have segments properly on their body. And of course, they are acoelomate. They don't have any organs. They don't have any systems. And of course, they all are parasite. Very few are the free living, and majority of them are the parasites, as we were talking. Okay, we usually found this in the intestine. If you're not eating properly, if you eat very, very frequently outside, we might get these flatworms. Okay, and that cause a lot of disease in our body. So yes, we'll be aware about that. Next phylum is the Nematoda. Okay, very important example is the Ascaris and Wuchellaria. Very, very famous disease is also there, which you must have seen it or must have studied it somewhere. So again, these animals are triploblastic, mostly parasitic in nature. Okay, mostly parasitic in nature, and they are triploblastic. Bilateral symmetry, we can easily cut their body into two equal halves. Body is cylindrical, narrow is there, long and unsegmented means, can you see over here? The body will be cylindrical, and of course it will be very long. Clear? They don't have much of the segments, but they have very clean body structure. Okay, unsegmented body and elongated. Pseudocoelom is present. Okay, right? Alimentary canal is formed, of course. Over here, they try to have a fixing, but yes, respiratory system and everything, other system is completely absent. Sexual reproduction occurs over here. So the important thing that you have to remember about the nematodes is they look for the example of Ascaris. Okay, now Ascaris is a worm. It's very, very silky in nature, and you'll able to see this, right? They don't have any segments on their body. Okay, they are triploblastic in nature. They are the pseudocoelomate. Clear? And of course, we have the other example, which is the Wuchellaria. Clear? Now I have a great information for you. Now this particular nematodes actually causes a lot of diseases, and one of the very common diseases that you will be studying in why do we fall ill is that of elephantiasis. What happens over here? The leg, or basically, can you see over here? There's a swelling, and this is caused by the filaria worm or the Wuchellaria. Clear? So it's very good information for you to remember. Do remember this. Next, we have our phylum Annelida. Our favorite everyone, earthworm. The earthworm belongs to the phylum Annelida. Now, as you see, Annelida means segmented. Their body will have lot of segments, everyone. Clear? So again, they are fresh living or freshwater living also, sometime marine and sometime on the land also. So they are present everywhere. They are triploblastic in nature. Okay, of course, we can actually divide them. So they are bilateral symmetry. Clear? They are bilateral symmetry. True body cavity is present, and from here everyone will be able to see that the body design They have a hollow space, coelomate. Coelomate, so we'll call them as coelom now. So they have coelom, so they are the coelomate. Organ system level also increases over here. Okay, now from the tissues, we'll be able to see the formation of organs. And organ system are also being formed. So this is evolution. We started with the porifera, which does not have anything, and slowly as we are moving, we're actually seeing that now from the cells to tissues and to now the organ and the organ system, right? So this is the evolution that we are studying basically. Over here we can see organ system level of organization, and body is segmented, everyone. There are a lot of segmented on the body, and body is cylindrical in shape. Okay? Excretion system is present, and that the excretion is done by the organ called as nephridia. In humans we have nephron. In annelidas we call it as nephridia. Clear, everyone? Remember this. Okay? Blood flows occurs within the vessels, and of course they contain the hemoglobin. Just a very important information, nothing major about it. Example is the earthworm, which is a best friend of the farmers, and the leech is there. Next, the largest phylum, the very largest phylum of all the time is the Arthropoda. They have millions of animals, everyone. They are huge. From ant to the scorpio to the butterfly, everything, to our favorite cockroach, everything comes under the Arthropoda. They are very famous, and of course they are very huge. So let's see the important characteristic features. The important thing that we should actually that we should be consider is that now we are very pro. We know that they are triploblastic. They are definitely bilateral symmetry. Their body is divided into the head, thorax, and the abdomen. If we see this, okay, let's see. This is the scorpio. Okay, this is the scorpio. Over here we have the head. Now the thorax portion will come, and of course the abdomen portion. So this is how now we can divide the animals into different body parts also. Head, thorax, and the abdomen. Right? Important thing. Arthropoda means joint legs. Okay? So what happens, everyone? Arthropoda have joint legs like this. Their legs are joined. In between the organ is there, and the legs are completely joined. So Arthropoda means joint legs. Okay? So they have joint legs. Very important thing, everyone. You must have heard the stories that cockroach is there for millions of years. It's not getting died. It can actually sustain the nuclear bomb also. Why? Because it has a very tough covering, which is made up of chitin. Now if you go back and study, we have studied chitin. Do write in the comment section below where we have studied chitin. A homework for all of you, everyone. Okay? Write in the comment section below where we have studied the chitin. Okay? So they have a very tough covering of that. They have a initial normal vision. They can actually see. Okay? Their body is filled with the blood. Now, we have blood vessels, right, everyone? We have blood vessels in which the blood actually transfer. But in the body of the Arthropoda, the organs are submerged into the blood. So blood is there. Over here the organs are there. So where basically all the body, homocemo, is filled basically with the blood. Okay, so this is an important point for all of us to remember. They have an open circulatory system. Okay, they have an open circulatory system. We know that. Respiration is also here. Respiration is held by the gills, trachea, and of course, or the book lungs, the same name. So maybe in the examination they'll ask that which organism have the book lungs. So you should immediately answer. The answer is Arthropoda. Clear? It's very easy, everyone. We just have to pay attention to small details. Excretion in annelidas were done by nephridia, but over here excretion is done by the Malpighian tubules. Okay, there are tubules which are present in the arthropodas animals, which will help in the excretion process. Last but not the least, sexes are separate. Okay, two organisms will be there, separate, male cockroach and a female cockroach. Clear? So just make them, they are the male and the female cockroach. Fertilization, basically fertilization is internal fertilization will be happening and undergo metamorphosis. What is metamorphosis, everyone? They will be growing from a small larvae, then changing into the different organ, then of course will have a different shape, and then they'll become the whole animal. So just to take example of butterfly, we usually see it's a very small larvae, then caterpillar will come, right? Then it will go into a hiding phase, and after that then the butterfly will come. So they have the metamorphosis. Okay, very important, everyone. See here the examples. Butterfly, we have the crab. Oh, this doesn't look like a kind of a cockroach. Okay, this is an old organism. This is the larva, the centipede that we usually say. Okay, and the very, very important scorpion. These all are the example of the arthropoda. Ant is also example, cockroach, everything is the example of the arthropoda. Next, everyone, let's talk about the second largest phylum, which is the mollusca. Okay, they are mostly marine. Sometimes they are the freshwater living animals also, but mostly marine. Body is unsegmented. They don't have any segments. Coelomate body, triploblastic in nature, bilateral. Over here you will able to see which type of symmetry will be there. Okay, they have a tough endoskeleton. You must have seen this snail, very, very common. This snail is there near our surrounding. If there is some amount of rainfall, if rainfall is happening, you'll be able to see the snail carrying a small shell-like structure on their back. And of course then we have the octopus. Yeah, that we don't see very usually, but yeah, snail is a very common example of the molluscan. The body is very soft. The body is very, very soft. That's why they got the name mollusca, which means soft body. Okay, so these are very soft animals. They're very soft animals. So to protect them, basically, they make a calcium carbonate shell, and during a time of danger or when they feel they're some afraid, so what they do, they get inside the shell. That's how they protect themselves. Okay, body is divided into the head, muscular foot, and the dorsal limb. So over here, this way, of course, we can see the head. This is a dorsal hump, and of course at the back they have the muscular foot. So with the muscular foot they can actually easily move. Okay, respiration is through the gills. Call us the very important 1 marks question. Okay, what we call them? We call them as the centidia. Okay, remember this, everyone. Open blood vascular system. Again, blood is blue in color. This is interesting, everyone. The blood is blue in color due to the presence of hemocyanin. Basically, the presence of copper actually gave us the blood the blue color. Okay, and of course the sexes are completely separate. Different animals will be carrying their own gender. There will be a male and then there will be a female. So mollusca means soft body, unsegmented, triploblastic, usually found in the water, marine water mostly, sometimes fresh water also. Okay, and of course some of them, like snail, are the terrestrial animals also. This is the second largest kingdom. They have an endoskeleton. Okay, they make a form a shell, and the body is divided into the head, muscular foot, which helps in the locomotion, and the dorsal hump on their back. When they want to have protection, what they do, they get inside that the structure over here, and they are completely protected. They have respiration. Okay, respiration is done by the gills. They have open vascular system. Clear, everyone? The blood color is blue and sexes are completely separate. Now I hope you're enjoying. We're just about to finish. We're on the last phylum, everyone. The last phylum is Echinodermata. Our favorite starfish comes under this phylum. Okay, so again, majority of these animals are marine. Okay, they usually live in the marine water, that means sea water. Okay, star shape, spherical shape, or elongated shape. Okay, and the important thing is that they have spines on it. If you see a closer look, they have basically a spines. Small spines like structure are there on their body. Over here also see, and over here also you can see. They always have the spines. Triploblastic, we don't have to worry about it. We are so far, so we know that it is triploblastic. Coelomate, and of course they don't have any segmentation. Body cavity is modified into the water vascular system with a tube feet. So what happens if you see a starfish, if you see the back side of it, we will be able to see there are water canals. Okay, and this is a mouth. Clear? So these are the water canals which actually helps in the motion of the water inside the body, maintaining and help in the movements also. Excretion is absent. That's right. There's no proper excretory system. Okay, they'll be using the same mouth cavity to release the waste products. Nervous system is very, very primitive. From here only after the chordates came, and they have a high level of nervous system that we will be doing in the next class, everyone. Okay, so the example says, remember the starfish. One of the easiest example to remember is the starfish and sea urchin also. Okay, you know the drill, everyone. Thank you all for watching the class. I have a homework for you. Don't go now. Download the Vedantu app. All of the information, webinar classes are there. You can download the PDF of the classes, and there are doubt solving app also. So you can get your solved doubts very, very quickly to the amazing expert over there. Right? That's interesting, right? Do join the Telegram group, and definitely you can write to me over here. Thank you everyone for coming here and watching our video. Thank you for learning with us. Don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. We're working really very hard and we really need your appreciation. Hit the like button, share with your friends and subscribe to our channel. And I hope you remember the question. Homework question, everyone. Write where we have studied about the chitin. Okay, in the comment section below, write about where you have studied the chitin. And I will give you a hint, it's in there, either in chapter number 1 or in the chapter number 2. Look for it right in the comment section below. I will be seeing you next week, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here and keep on learning with us. Lots of love from Vedantu. Bye, everyone.